What's up, Soul Group? How y'all doing out there? First of all, I like to say a big hello to my new subscribers. I've been noticing a boost in my subscription, so I just want to say, hey, what's up, new Soul Group members? How y'all doing out there? Wow. Can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? Oh my God. Wow. I'm just taking these lemons and I'm making lemonade. They throwing the lemons at me. I'm just squeezing them, squeezing them, squeezing them. Lemonade, lemonade, lemonade. It's raining lemonade around here. You know, I went on another interview. It's for a cook position. I didn't get the job. I know I didn't get the job. I got all dressed up. I was in my chef uniform. My brother was looking good. I was looking good. I made that uniform look good. Went to a job interview. You know, they told me to come in, you know, that morning. And I went and I came. And, oh, the lady took one look at me. She took one look at me. She was like, you know what? We already hired somebody, so we'll just hold your application and this and that. I'm like, oh my God, you asked me to come way down here for nothing. But you know what? I'm not sweating it. I'm in no flex zone right now. I'm not sweating it because I know what's for me is gonna be a lot better. It's gonna be a lot better, you know. And I don't know. We'll see. But talking about squeezing lemons, making lemonade. All right. You know, I always talk about my asshole roommate. Now, let me be fair. He's not such an asshole anymore. You know, I'm getting to know him. You know, he actually, let me tell you something. He allowed me to do a reading for him, a tarot card reading. Yes, I did it. And it came out pretty good. It talked about some things in his life. I'm not going to go into detail, but I thought that was pretty cool that he let me do it for him. You know, actually, it was a free reading. He was open-minded to it and everything. I'm telling you guys, you know, once we stand in our power, you know, there's nothing that can stop us. Once we start operating in our gifts and stuff like that, it's nothing that can stop us. It's like yeah, we finna get deep now. I'm sorry. Y'all, people who just come for the readings, y'all can let go. Now, you guys know I'm a tarot card reader. And, of course, you know, you guys know I'm a tarot card reader. So when I was coming into this program, you know, I shared this in another video. You know, of course, they go through your bags and stuff like that. And so they go through my bags and they find these crystals, you know, my amethyst, my Lemurian crystal, my rose quartz and stuff like that. And, of course, my tarot cards and stuff. They're like, oh, you can't have these rocks here. You know, they call them rocks. Like, very disrespectful and stuff. You know, I use them to meditate. I consider them my babies. You know what I'm saying? But they call them rocks, this and that. And so it's like, you know, certain staff members know that, you know, I'm not a Christian. And, you know, so this is a Christian program and all that stuff. So I was getting kind of some heat from one Pacific staff member that every time they saw me, it was something said. It was something, you know, like, oh, you know, like when you're in programs like this, when somebody has a problem with you, you know, they might let, you know, a lot of people go with certain infractions that they do. Like if they're wearing a hat in this program, they don't like you to wear hats and stuff like that. But if they see somebody that, you know, they like, there's no problem. They don't say anything about the hat. But if you're one of the people that they have a problem with, then all of a sudden, you know, oh, take off your hat, this and that, you know, make sure you follow every single rule, you know, or they use it against you, you know, that type of attitude. And I was noticing I was getting flack from one of the staff members, you know, like constantly. Every time he saw me, it was something. You know, aren't you supposed to be here? Why are you here? I'm like, look, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do in this program. You know, I keep in touch with my caseworker. She knows what's going on. You know, I don't feel like I have to answer to you because you're not my caseworker. You're, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be a, you know, a RA or whatever. You know, it's like, why are you always pressing me? And then I kind of came to realize, you know, okay, well, maybe it's because of my spirituality. You know, everybody doesn't has a problem with that stuff, you know. And one day we were riding on the bus, and like it was me, him, and another resident on the bus, you know. And we were riding, and there was a Christian broadcast on the radio, and these people on the broadcast, they were bashing President Obama. I mean, like bashing him hard. He needs to come out and straight say who our enemies are, talking about ISIS and Al Qaeda and all that stuff, and go after them and this and that. I'm like, wait, hold up. Isn't this a Christian broadcast? And to hear these people like saying go after them, like they didn't say actually kill them, but you know, we're talking about military things, so obviously that's what they meant. So I'm like, okay, you know, doesn't that go against Christian beliefs? Thou shalt not kill and stuff like that. So I'm listening to it and it's bothering me. You know, so I tell the guy, I'm like, can we change the radio station? And he was like, no, that's a negative. You know, I was like, okay. I was like, well, let's talk about it. I was like, well, how come, you know, people who claim to be Christian, you know, like feel like it's okay to kill people? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they're basically saying, look, go after these people, kill them, you know, and they're supposed to be Christian. I don't get that. That's a you know, that goes against all the teachings of Yahshua. That's what I call him, Yahshua. You know, I'm trying to get out of saying Jesus. You know, I grew up in the Christian church, so I say Jesus a lot. But now that I know the truth, you know, I know his name is Joshua. I know that in you know, the Hebrew language there wasn't any J's. You know, it was, you know, like all that Jesus stuff is like a cultural smudging. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to go deep into that. Look, you know, study it for yourself. You know, once you're brought into certain knowledges and stuff like that, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, to make a long story short, I say that, and then he busts out, well, like, do you believe in Christ? And I was like, yeah, I believe in Christ. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but I just believe in a different interpretation of the Bible. I follow the Bible, you know, but I just have a different interpretation, you know, this and that. Well, how can you say you believe in Christ and you're into mysticism? Okay, for one thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're a staff member, you're privy to a lot of my information, but like the people that I'm in the program with, they shouldn't, you know, I should have privacy where if I didn't want to express that to somebody who was, you know, on the bus also with us, I shouldn't have to, because, you know, like some people have different beliefs and that might become a problem. So I'm feeling some type of way about that. It's like, okay, you know, we weren't talking about my beliefs, we were talking about the broadcast that was on the radio. So, you know, like it kind of upsetted me, and like this certain person keeps pressing me. So, you know, I prayed about it. I was like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, help me. Because, you know, it was a time that I don't play with them. I really don't. I will curse them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean like saying some negative words to them. I mean like seriously, you know, using my energy to go after them. But you know, I'm trying to change, because that's not you know, the way to go per se. Now I'm not into all that look love light stuff. You know, this is a war. I consider myself a spiritual warrior. You know, so like the Bible tells them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, do my prophets no harm, you know, period. You know, like, but I was like, you know, I'm not going to even go there like that. You know, I'm not going to be negative like that. So I prayed. I was like, you know, Most High God, you know, what should I do in this situation? Give me the answers. I don't want to just go off on my, you know what I'm saying, my feelings just because I'm feeling some type of way, you know, like right then. So I sleep on it. I go take a take a nap, and I wake up, and I just get up, and something was like, go talk to the program director, and that's what I did. And I expressed myself. I expressed my feelings. I let her know, look, these are my beliefs, and I feel like they should be respected. Like, I'm not asking you to follow them. I'm not asking you, this and that. Like, I see a lot of people getting misused. I see a lot of people, not staff members not showing compassion. And I went on and laid it all out, how I was feeling and how I feel like in some ways this program hinders me, because I'm not, like, it's not like I've been like chronically homeless or without a long gaps in my employment history. I just went through a bad situation, with the roommate that I had when I, moved out here to Vegas, and that's what caused me to be in this situation, And so, I laid it all out on the line, and she, to my surprise, she really listened to me, and she really took heed to what I was saying. And she was like, would you mind, if I called, the staff members together, would you mind, like, expressing what you just expressed to me, like how you felt and all that stuff? Would you mind expressing it to them? I'm like, oh God. She was like, don't worry about any retaliation or anything like that. I'm the one who can make sure that doesn't happen to you, but I want them to hear it from you. I don't want to be like, okay, it's one thing to say this person says this, and this. Okay, people, this is going to be a logwood. I'm just but she was like, I would like it if they heard it from you. So she gathers up all the staff members, my case managers, like some of them that weren't my case managers, and this and that, and we all meet in this classroom, and they're all sitting down, and I'm sitting at the head of the class, and I just started talking. I just started laying it out, and I mean, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Like the total 360 degrees, of experience that I experienced. It's like I laid it all out. I let them know how I felt and how I felt disrespected in some ways about my spirituality and stuff like that. And she let them know. She was like, he's gonna talk, and I want you guys to listen. I don't want you guys to answer him back. I don't want you to say it's not this way. I just want you to listen. And I mean, I laid it all out, and it's real. He will put you in places. He will put you in the front, like me, a resident, a homeless guy, basically, like sitting in the classroom in front of all the staff, most of the staff members, like, wow, wow, like, do you guys feel me? Wow, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, like when you step into your power, people, when you step into your power, this is not a time to run. This is not a time to hide. You know what I'm saying? It's like you need to step into your power. You need to let them know, look, you can't step on my beliefs like that. You can't step on, and I don't have anything to be ashamed of, because I have more compassion. I have more love than a lot of you people that sit around and talk about love and light and all that crap, you know what I'm saying? But you're not demonstrating it in your heart. You're not demonstrating your actions. And it's not about like love and light and positivity. It's about reality and being real and coming from that place of your heart, you know what I'm saying? And being passionate, and oh my God, it's like the total 180 or 360 degree turn of how I was treated. And it's different. It's like when you step into your authority, it's a different feeling. It's like people know that you're serious. Like you believe what you say, and you're not backing down, and you're not running, and you're not going to take their crap, and you get results. You understand? Like, because when I stepped to her, she was like, well, did you write a grievance? I was like, you know what? I'm trying to skip writing a grievance. I'm like, I don't want to go that far. I just want to explain how I feel. And it's like the Bible said, they'll put you in front of great and mighty men or whatever, men of high esteem and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you'll have to explain it, put it on the line, man. Like, God didn't leave us here without power. He didn't leave us here weak. He didn't leave us here without a voice, you know. And you guys, soul group members, you got to know that you're warriors. You got to know that we are coming against evil, and we're in a real evil time where the people that you would think would be the ones that are loving and this and that, they're the opposite of that. You know, the people that put on that face and that front, like they're this and they're that, and they're, you know, soldiers for God and this and that. They're the opposite of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can tell by the fruit. You can tell by the fruit. You can tell by what they put out. You can tell. You can look. You can see. You know what I'm saying? Look at the news. Look at the history. Look at history. You know? Oh, man. It's like, stand in your power, people. Do not be afraid. Do not confront bullies head on. You hear me? Now, let's get into this reading. This is the reading for February 16th. My soul group. All right. First card. We have the Five of Swords. All right. And it's just funny that we just had this conversation. Now, the Five of Swords is about, like, look at this. Like, you just slayed some enemies. You know what I'm saying? You just slayed the enemy. Like look at this hunter. He just killed the leopard, but there's a lion sitting there waiting in the bush. You understand? And I resonate with that. You know, it's like I just told you guys the story. You know, and there's still some animosity there. There's still that one person that's waiting for their turn to just eat you up. You understand? But look, all you have to do is go to God. All you have to do is go to God. You know, this is the Six of Pentacles. You know, this is physical. This is now. This is manifesting stuff that's here. You know, like, you have power. You know what I'm saying? You're beloved of God. And the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. The battle ain't over. The battle ain't over. These are dreams. You know, like that negativity coming, but it's just a dream. You know what I'm saying? It's just the illusion. You know what I'm saying? You have the power. Don't feel like you're helpless. You know, it's just the illusion. Okay? People, you got to know that this is real. You know, I share my life with you guys. I tell you, you know, what's going on with me, because it's an example. It's not to, you know, like, I'm in a bad situation, but I'm choosing not to look at it like that, because it's not about the money. It's not about the fame. We live in a very fake world that makes you believe, like, if you don't have this, you're nobody. If you don't have that, you're nothing. You know, and that's the furthest away from the truth. You know, that's the beast. That's the system that makes you think that you have to constantly have this. You have to have that. You have to have this. You have to have that. And when I look back on my life, you know, like, I've been in places where I was like, didn't have what I thought I should have, but I always had what I needed. I always had enough. You know, I always had enough where I wasn't starving. I wasn't never in a position where I didn't have a roof over my head. You know what I'm saying? And that's the blessing. You know, it's not about, like, being this rich, powerful person like that. You know what I'm saying? True power is when you don't have that money, when you don't have those material things, when you don't have the clothes, but you can still stand in that power. And that comes from having character. You know what I'm saying? And that's our currency. You know, our character is our currency. You understand? Our character is our power. You know what I'm saying? That authority that we walk in because we know the truth. And you guys got to know you're warriors. You know, we're here to spread that goodness and that love, and we're here to let the enemy know that you're not going to defeat these people. Straight up. straight up, man. You guys don't know the experiences that I've been having lately. I mean, like on a spiritual level, you know what I'm saying? This is coming out of that ethereal realm, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like this card says, where it's just dreams. Like, you know, I've been having like these crazy vivid, like nightmarish type dreams, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of shifting now, you know. It's like these things are trying to step into reality, and they use people, and they use the people that are around you to get to you. But you got to stand in your authority. You understand? Like, I don't care. This is a long one. I was on the bus the other day, you know, and this demon spoke through this person, and like in front of everybody on the bus, I wasn't paying this guy no attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting in my spot, he's in the back in his spot, and something set him off, and he was talking, and then he was like, "You," you know, like talking to me. "I'm a beast." That's what he said. "I'm a beast, and you're gonna respect me." And he stomped his foot. You know what I'm saying? And it scared everybody in the back. Everybody looked back like, wow, you know, what's going on with this guy? But like in me, I was kind of scared, but I kind of knew what was going on. I was like, he is like, a demon is really speaking through him now. And he's talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And at first I was like, oh, God damn. What do I have to defend myself? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, I know I have my little, you know, like cook thermometer in my bag. You know what I'm saying? It's sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking like that, but then I calmed down. I was like, well, let me move over to this seat, you know, and let me start praying. And I started praying. And don't you know that guy was in the back of the bus? He started crying. He was like, "It's not my fault," and this and that, and like laying down on his lady lap, like crying. People don't understand. It's not my fault. Like, you guys got to know this spiritual warfare, this thing that we're going through in America, all over the world. This stuff is real. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and you got to choose what side you're gonna be on. You know, and I hope you guys choose the right side, and I know you will, because you're my soul group member. Do not get caught up in the crap. You know what I'm saying? We're here to look beyond that. All right. We're here to look beyond that and show the true compassion. You know what I'm saying? That true Christhood. You know what I'm saying? We are the risen Christ, people. You know what I'm saying? It's in us. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want you to believe you're waiting for this mystical thing to appear. No, it's already in you. You know what I'm saying? Like that light, that crystal, that, like when they talk about the Jews, those are the jewels. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you're like born into a religion. No, you're born into the world with this, or you have it or you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a religion. Oh, people, I don't want to go too deep. I really don't. I'm not gonna go too deep. You know, as you guys grow with me, more will be revealed, and that's all I'm gonna say for right now. But know your power. You know what I'm saying? This is a battle. All this stuff is happening to make you stronger. Thank you guys for visiting the Giving Tree. Peace.